Hello everyone, welcome back to Crypto Gains for another video. And in this video, we are going to be taking a look at the cryptocurrency market as a whole. I'm going to be showing you some charts that are absolutely powerful. But before I do that, guys, I just made a Telegram group. I tried to make one, but the first time I did it, people couldn't chat. But now you can. Why am I tapping the table at the same time? Guys, check out my Telegram group. It'd be great to see you over there. We can laugh. Like-minded people like me can just share some good ideas on crypto. I'm going to be dropping all kind of accents. The African, Billy. Look, mate. Okay, I'm not going to get there. But just don't become. Join the Telegram group. Have a laugh with me. And yeah, we can just chat all day long on there. It'd be good to see you over there. But yeah, if you guys have been following me on this particular thing before, then you guys would be looking forward to this. Some of you would be. I'm really going to break it down, help you understand what you're looking at right here. And yeah, guys, this is powerful because we can see and work out what's about to come. My words ain't coming out now. In this cryptocurrency bull run. If it sounds interesting to you, please drop that like, give me a subscribe, and I will dive into this. But before I do so, I need to let you know I am not a financial advisor. These are just my own personal opinions on this market. Oh, come on, words. I'm not cutting nothing. Just do your own research before investing in money. That being said, oh my God, I'm not cutting it. Guys, let's take a look at this first, because what you're looking at on these two charts here is the cryptocurrency over the last year and a half, 2 years. Well, it's actually right back from 2017, 3 years. And this here is the 200-week moving average heat map. And when I say this has been so spot on in calling bottoms and tops, yeah, it's just been really precise, really. And I use this in the chart, in my TradingView chart, in another perspective, as you can see down here. Now, I'm going to break this down for you piece by piece so you can understand what you're looking at. If you followed my channel before, you would have seen I've done a couple of videos on this. Let me see if I can show you. And they've been really significant so far. They really do help us here, like how long to the top, bull market. Guys, these are the videos that you're going to want to be watching out for on my channel, because these are the my words. These are the videos that are going to let you know when the top is in, because you don't want to be buying anymore when the top is in and it's going to fall down on your face. I'm not cutting any jibber jabber. Let's do this. I'm using 3 indicators right now. Please pay attention. This is important. I'm using the Bitcoin Investor Tool. I'm going to turn it off and on so you can see which one, right? Those two there are the Bitcoin Investor Tools. And let me just explain to you what each one does. The Bitcoin Investor Tool is great for when you want to learn how to invest at a low price and when to sell at a high price, right? That's the first one. The Pi cycle. This one is super powerful. It's been so spot on when it comes to calling the all-time high or the peak of the bull market. And yeah, like for me, with this, you can see exactly when the bull market has hit its top. And then I'm using, which I recently added, which is the 200-week heat map. Now let's break it down bit by bit. I'm going to take this off and I'm going to take this off. We're focusing on the Bitcoin Investor Tool, guys. Actually, before I do that, let me turn this back on. As you can see, we've got bubbles here that I drew, and I was trying to explain to you where I believed we were before, right? So if we take a look back into 2017, now look, I'm not the best at technical analysis, but I know enough for myself to know what I need to know, and I'm sharing it with you. I saw, which we could probably call like a fractal. I don't know what people call this, but it's very similar. It's eerily similar to what's happened in 2017. Take a look here, 2017 of May. Forget the actual month. Just look at the pattern. The first blue bubble represents Bitcoin coming up to this Bitcoin Investor Tool line, which is the red line that you can see here, and it got rejected. And then it tried again, and then it got rejected. And then obviously it came up again, and then it broke out. Now have a look at what's happening today in our present. We've come close to it, we got rejected. We came up to the red line again and we saw some rejection. We may see it. Well, we may see some more rejection before we go up. I'm going to break that down with you in a moment. But you can see how eerily similar we were. And then I added the heat map. Now, the good thing with the heat map is, let me turn these two off. You can see when it's always been a good time to buy and when it's always been a good time to sell. Now, anytime it's been dark blue, perfect time to buy. Beautiful, because look how the prices, the charts, the candles just drop, and you can see that actually the price of this is Bitcoin, for example, and the reason you pay attention to Bitcoin, guys, is because that kind of dominates the market. If Bitcoin falls, prices tend to fall. You know this, you see it on CoinMarketCap. When it sort of hits this heat map, it always seems, well, I've just recently noticed, it seems to be a good time to really buy. Like, you know, it calls really, really deep lows. And when it's been blue, good time to buy. When it's been red, great time to sell. And as you can see here, I highlighted here and here. This is where I believed we was in relation to the last bull run. So I'm just going to really drag this bit in so you can see what happened and then help you understand why I think we are here. And you can see what I'm going to be looking out for going forward. So we had a bit of green, we turned yellow, and then we had green again, and then it turned yellow going into red. So let's have a look here. We had a bit of green, it turned yellow, we had a tiny bit of green, and it looks like we're turning yellow. I don't know. We might be fluctuating between green and yellow on this heat map for a bit longer. I'm not sure. But if this, if this remains yellow and then it turns red, that for me is the signal that it's time for me to be preparing to sell my Bitcoin, and then obviously pay attention to the rest of the market, because as time's gone on with these bull runs in the past, Bitcoin seems to sell off first. And then when Bitcoin sells off, I'm just showing you on CryptoCurrency, CoinMarketCap. When Bitcoin sells off, people tend to put money into other altcoins a few weeks after. And I'm going to show you this because you need to see it. This was the last bull run. Look how it looks like a squidge compared to what we've got now. But just pay attention. Look at the date. December the 20th. It took a dive. People started to sell, right? Because that was the tip of the mountain, right? And this is February the 7th. You see? Now pay attention, because if you look at other altcoins, and I will use Ethereum as an example, people took their profits at the top of Bitcoin, and look at Ethereum's all-time high. So January the 10th. So this was a week, how was that? A week after? 2-3 weeks after? Because Bitcoin was, actually, let me get them both up together so we can really understand what I'm trying to show you here. Hold on. This is the easiest way to make you understand, because I'm trying to show you that altcoins run afterwards. So let's get the chart here on Bitcoin. So this here, December the 13th was Bitcoin's all-time high. Ethereum's all-time high was January the 10th. So you're talking just under a month, maybe 27 days later, Ethereum did its all-time high. So, when I look at that, and actually you can look at other altcoins as well. We can take XRP as an example, because that was also a really high coin in the last bull run. Why is that showing Tether for? Messed me up. Here we go. XRP. Have a look at when XRP did its all-time high. Look at the date, guys. It's not even showing me, but it says January the 2nd there. I'll bring this in so you can see, because I think it's really important to, pay attention to what's going on here. But yeah, look at the date. The date says January the 4th. Again, sort of 3 weeks after Bitcoin took its all-time high in December. That being said, now let's get a better understanding of this chart as a whole, because when you put these three together, absolutely powerful. The investor tool is also great, because whenever it's been below the green line, actually I'll turn the heat map off for a second. Let's just keep these two on. Whenever you see Bitcoin's price go under this green line, which is the Bitcoin investor tool, guys, you can do this yourself. Go on tradingview.com, totally free to join, and then you can add these indicators yourself. You just click in the indicators and then you search whatever you want to search, investor tool, and it should come up if you spell it right. Bitcoin investor tool. You can find them individually and add them. But yeah, whenever it's been below the green, always been a good time to buy. And you see why using this with the heat map is significant, because then you can see dark blue, great time to buy, under the green, great time to buy. Now, the important part. the pi cycle. And I need to really stress this to you, and I'm going to take these two off for a second. The pi cycle represents when the all-time high has been hit, and you can see this significantly because it creates a purple line straight down, and you can see the tip. It tells us this was the top of the bull market, meaning we're ready to go into a bear market and see a nice huge correction. I don't want to say nice, it's not nice when you're experiencing it. How do we know when the top is in? Not just by this purple line, but these two lines here. Because if you take a close look, when the orange has crossed the red, and I'm on about the precise cross, when the orange crosses over, you can see that it's actually called the top precisely. And you can go back in the past and see this happen many, many times for all the other highs. Let's just get it. Here we go. Here there's another one here. Actually, to be better, let me show you on the BLX chart, because the BLX shows this perfectly, and it shows the pi line cycles. It doesn't show it on this one. Hold on, let me just zoom this out, because I was using another chart, you see, and I want to show you the pi lines. Here we go. So this was 2017. I'm just going to bring it back so you can really see. Look, you see the pi lines here? You see them? Now let me zoom in. You can see it's been perfect when it calls the tops for these bull runs in the past. So this is what I'm looking at for going forward. I'm looking for these two lines, the orange and the red, to cross. Let me put this on auto, maybe it should help. There you go. I'm waiting for this cross right here. When the orange crosses above the red, I know the all-time high is going to be in or round about, and that is a good time to sell, guys, when these cross. And this one was in 2013. Let's take a look back again. Look, we're going right back now. 2011. No, this is 2013 again, so they must have had two little run-ups. Look at the cross, guys. You see how powerful the pi cycle is. And I think this here, the heat map, hasn't been around long enough in trading view, so you can't see it that far back. But this must have been when the heat map got created for trading view. But again, look, as we go through, look at where it's red, and look at where it's dark blue, and look at where it's orange and green, and blah blah blah. You can see the perfect times to buy. Again, this, what we're looking at, was 2015. Take a look. When it's been boiling hot red, the pi line comes down, the purple line, and the cross happens between these two here. See what I'm saying? And this is where we are today, 2021. So let's zoom in, because you guys might be looking at these two lines here and going, oh my God, they're about to cross. But let's really pay attention to what's going on here. I don't think they're going to cross. They're close, very close, but we might see, am I even in the mic? I'm talking with my chin on the bloody mic. Maybe you didn't hear half the stuff I've been saying, Jesus. We might see these bands widen a little bit as time goes on. I'm going to tell you for why, because I'm going to show you something that I'm seeing in the charts, right? But we haven't crossed yet. When you zoom in, you can see there's no cross yet, so we're close, right? And then, looking at the Bitcoin investor tool as well, you can see we haven't come across the red, because once we come across this red line, that is when Bitcoin explodes into this, what they call a super cycle, and you best believe it happens fast. So when we break above this line here, it's going to go up really fast, really quick, and then it's also going to start to shoot down as well. So we have a small window gap to be getting our all-time highs and taking profits. Let's just take a quick look at the Bitcoin price, because I've been drawing what we call a rising wedge. Now, this might look confusing to new people, but I want to really help you understand this, right? All you're seeing is candles, and every day, this is on the daily chart, because you see 1D means one day, it prints a candle. A green candle if the price has gone up, a red candle if the price has gone down. Look, I know there's going to be people that trade and understand this, right? But I want to make people understand that, and you watching and really want to pay attention. Ignore these two down here. Let's just focus on this area here. This is called a rising wedge. And initially, a rising wedge is usually a bearish signal. And just to show you this, I grabbed this up on Google so you can see. This is like a rising wedge. And what happens is you can actually take the top to the bottom from when it's been formed in that triangle wedge, and then you can sort of drag it across. And if it was to break out below, you can measure out how low the price could go. So now you see this pattern here. We can actually do this here, and I'll show you a fine example. So if I take a line and join it from the top right here, from where it started to the bottom, sort of like here-ish, because I'm looking for the bottom of the wick, right? You can then take this line and then come right here. So if we was to break out here and fall down, we could potentially see Bitcoin come down to roughly around $43,700. Not 100% certain, because people could buy back and then it could come up and float within this wedge. But that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm paying attention to. And again, I did it based off of it being at the bottom of the pattern, which is here. I'm just going to draw a line so you can see there. So from there to there makes this line here, and this is the price that we could potentially see, 43,000. Oh, pressed the wrong thing. We could potentially see what's going on? All my stuff's going wrong. We could potentially see a price of around 43,750. Or what is that? 42,753. That's dollars as well. So keep an eye on this, okay? Because it's only short term. Now, do you understand what I've showed you with this? Let me go back onto my other one, the other chart, because again, they're similar, but Bitcoin, let's have a look. This is the one I use, the Bitfinex. That one for me seems to be very, really precise. Here we go. Do you understand where we're going with this now? You can see that I'm waiting for the cross to happen with these two here, the pi cycle bands. They almost work like Bollinger Bands, kind of. But once I see this cross, well, no, Bollinger Bands sort of shows you top and bottom, but yeah, similar. The bands, once these bands cross, and once Bitcoin's price crosses this red line and goes really high, I know that I'm ready for the all-time high to be kicking in, because also the heat map will be red, burning red, from yellow to red. And if you guys want to know exactly when I plan to take profits, guys, I'm going to be showing it on my Patreon. I hope I made this super simple. I didn't want to make it too complicated, but I know you guys wait for this sort of video. And again, I'm not cutting any jibber jabberish that I've said in this video. If you liked this, please drop a like. Become a patron. Give me a subscribe. Become a patron, because you will see exactly when I plan to take profits with these things. And you don't want to miss out. You don't want to be that person that sees it goes high, or see it go high, and then obviously it falls down in price and then you're lumbered. Yeah, please drop a like, give me a subscribe, and yeah, shout out to everyone watching. Actually, before I go, do check out my Telegram, guys. I made a Telegram group, get my words out. You can all come and join it, share some laughs, and yeah, that's that. Shout out to my Patreons. Where is my list? Here we go. Shout out to Daniel Atkins, Toyin Oteri, Glenda, It's Time, Kora Black, SM, iDan, Tehseen Waheed, Tony Dan, Marco Costante, Jazz, Azzawi, Michael, AJ, Frank C623, Clarence Dennison, Huncho Da First, Christopher Johnson, Jacob Adams, Mr. Anonymous, Captain Goodsmoke, Suraj Shukla, Lewis Roach, Latasha F, AXYL, Carlos Rocha, I think it's Rocha. I know, I always say it different, don't I? Mr. Tough Fu, Damaris, Naj Bogan, Dan Cox, Rahul, The God, I think I've said that right. Dante, I keep getting names wrong, don't I? Dante Kennedy, I think that's right. RG, Brittany, Bizzle, Raffle Kokinski, Max, Kenneth Whitley. So many of you, where are you coming from? Okay. Wiseman, Marcello Trevino, Diax Robinson. I think I've said that right. If I've said it wrong, let me know. Manny Sanchez, Catherine Chung, Tyrone Samuel. Oh my God. I'm not cutting nothing, guys. You need to just let me know what I'm saying in the Patreons if I'm saying your name wrong. Stephen Edward, Luca Reno, and Abiola. Thank you so much. I finally got there. This list is growing long. I'm going to end up doing a whole YouTube channel just with names. If you liked it, well, why would you like it? Well, yeah, some of you liked it. Thank you guys for watching. I was going to say drop a like. I've already done that. See you guys in my next video. Cheers.